Judiciary honesty, Peter Obi evidence, hope, and the honesty of the judiciary system, the entire judiciary system. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my wonderful and amazing people. How you all doing? This judiciary, this election tribunal election thing that is going on right now in Nigeria, I really want to talk about it because I was thinking that the judiciary system will allow the press to live stream it so that Nigerians and the people of the world could just see the transparency of the entire process. But since it looks like that is not going to happen right now, and a lot of people are beginning to share their views, their opinions online, and I think people are afraid to just air their opinion, and I really want to hear from you. What I think about this whole election thing is that, honestly, I think Peter Obi won the election, but my opinion really don't matter at this time. Somebody called into one of the bloggers' show and stated his facts, his own truth that that they think that Peter Obi won the election, and that also that they thought that the figures were changed according to the IT caller. He said he's an IT person, that he knows, he understands how the whole system works. So, not be me talk about, that was what the person said. So a lot of Nigeria also think towards that fact as well. We and the entire world are watching the tribunal or judiciary and hoping that we are all hoping that the judiciary will do the right thing, because a lot of people are hoping and believing in their cause. They believe in that process and they think that they will do the right thing. Then the 1 million question is this. Say, for instance, the president-elect is removed. Just for instance, this now, for example, I'm just trying to, let's be very logical here. Say, for instance, the president-elect is removed. Then what happens to Atiku? Because Atiku came second. How does Labour Party that came second, now begin to say they won the election? Like I said earlier, let us be very logical here. Atiku came second and Labour Party came third. That automatically becomes, how does the third person automatically becomes the first? That is the 1 million question a lot of us are asking. Like I said, let us all be very logical here. How does that work in the judiciary system in Nigeria? Let's be realistic. How many votes did the Labour Party get? How many votes did they get? What was his name? The president-elect, Tinubu, came first. The second person, which was Atiku, came next, close to Tinubu. And Labour Party, they were like way at the bottom. So that's why I'm saying that let us all be very logical here. And, let's look at this strategically. Some people are talking. They are saying that Labour Party did not win many votes in the Southwest, and they're saying that they didn't win votes in the Northeast or the core North, which that is what they are like basing their arguments on. Those people that are really talking about it on social media. The reason why I'm talking like this, why I'm bringing this up to my audience, is that Abuja is not included. I understand completely that Peter Obi won Abuja. Abuja is not the core north. It's not the south. northwest or northeast. It's middle belt. And the last time I checked, I understand that Abuja is middle belt. So let's talk about its performance in these other regions, like the north and the northeast. Some are saying that some votes he won in the northern states were suppressed, while some are trying to bring up Awolowo case when Nigeria had just 21 states. What happened then? How he won, but because he didn't win the state capital, so that was why he couldn't. He wasn't elected as the president, and some are bringing that up now. But one thing they should remember now is that we have 36 states. Some of his supporters are saying, some Labour Party supporters are saying that he won 25% of the northern states, while others are saying no, he did not. So that's why I'm saying I hope that Labour Party have all this evidence, just to prove. I really want them to win, It's just that like I said, we all have to be very logical here. And let's hope for the best. At the same time, if Tinubu or somebody else is elected, as Nigerians, we all should support, because it's Nigeria, it's our country. We want the best for the country. So what a lot of Nigerians want is a leader that will eradicate, what is it called now? The kidnapping thing, and ensure that there's safety in the land, And that is what everybody wants. They want peace, they want safety, they want jobs, and some Nigerians are asking for either cancellation of the election or an interim government. I don't know how that is going to work, because I think they had spent billions of naira on this just concluded election. But, anything goes. Anything goes over there. So in Nigeria election, it's either the president come, a lot of people were also saying that in Nigeria election that some people come from, the president either come from the south or the north. It doesn't matter whether they are eastern, they're from the eastern part or the southern part or even the south. It doesn't really matter. We all are grouped in the south, and the other one is the north. So what some of the commenters were saying is that that they rather that the president-elect, instead of giving it to Atiku, that they rather Tinubu, stays as the president, which I see their reason. I could understand the reason why they are saying that, because some people were saying that, are still saying, that Buhari kind of took all the development infrastructure to the north during his 8-term period, that if this presidency again goes to the north, the same thing is going to repeat itself, that Atiku is going to concentrate in the development of the northern states, that nothing came to the south. While some Nigerians are saying they really don't care as long as Tinubu don't get the presidency. Like me, like I said earlier, I really wanted Obi to win, but I want the best for Nigeria. Since if he didn't win and the tribunal, the judiciary system still comes up with Tinubu, of course, we'll support him to be and make sure everything works well for the citizens of Nigeria. So, like I said, it's either the president comes from the south or from the north, which I don't believe personally that it should be that way. Because if we say we are practicing democracy, why do we have to say the president has to be a northern president or a southern president? We are one Nigeria. A president can come from any part of the country. So that is the way I see it, because it's called democracy. So democracy it should work for us. Otherwise, if we feel that we cannot practice democracy, let us go back to whatever is called monarchy or something, that we would let the kings and the queens, let them rule. But as long as the president comes from the south, some Nigeria is fine. They are very fine. Well, others don't really care, like I said earlier. So it's either Atiku, or I'm just saying, I'm just being logical. How do we jump from the first to the third? What happens in the middle? What happens to Atiku? I think it's something that we really need to talk about, something we really need to discuss. So that's what I mean. What is the way forward? So what is the way forward if or when the president elect is removed, if that ever happens? Nigeria, like I said, some of the opposition are ready to work with. I would say the opposition should be ready to work with any president that is elected, whether Mr. Tinubu or Atiku or Obi. This now that they know that the Nigerians are very involved in elections, I think they now understand that people have become wiser. So, and I would just say, whoever it is at this time, let the Nigerian people work with whoever that person that is elected, to rule. So let's wait and see what happens with the judiciary system. The only issue I see with this whole thing is one, with the election system that we have in Nigeria is this godfatherism, religion and tribalism and the zoning thing. I don't think that should be an issue. That should even be added, or I don't even know. It's something that should be in a democracy. If you say it's a democratic country, we're in a democracy, there shouldn't be any fatherism, there shouldn't be any religion, tribalism or zoning. I know all this happen in all elections in every nation, but I think ours is just too much. I think it's just too much. So my take is that Nigeria should just go back to monarchy rule, because I don't see how this democracy thing is working for us in Nigeria, honestly. Because take it for example, June 12th. How many people remember June 12th? The winner was not announced. We all knew what happened. If only the judiciary system will allow the press to broadcast the entire process live, so Nigeria will see the transparency of this whole process, then we'll begin to have trust. We'll begin to say, okay, these people are working for us. They are working for the country. However, we are all going to be waiting for the evidence that the Labour Party have. So, my people, let me stop here for now, and we'll continue to monitor the process and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well for every one of us, and the right decision is that the judiciary comes up with the right decision for the benefit of the Nigeria people. That's the way I see the whole thing. So, my people, I will see you on my next video. Please share my video and like my video. Thank you for watching, and I also want to read your comments. Please leave your comments behind. This thing involves all of us, not just APC, PDP, or Labour Party. We are all one Nigerian. So I want to hear your comments, and please share and like my video. Thank you, and God bless. Bye.